741 happening today and all weekend. First ever CrimeCon in Indianapolis.
Yeah, we told you about it just recently, and now let's go live to Joe Malillo, who is at the JW Marriott downtown, where the event will be through Sunday. Joe, such a cool thing.
Yeah, it's very cool. In fact, CrimeCon's getting started here very shortly, less than 2 hours away from day one of the first ever CrimeCon. But, you know, part of this is having speakers here who know what they're talking about, true crime professionals. Ken Kratz is here. And Ken, you are the prosecutor in the Netflix documentary or documentary series, Making a Murderer. Thousands, millions of people viewed this. You've recently come out with a book, but you're here talking in CrimeCon. What are you going to be speaking about today?
Well, I'm here for two different presentations at CrimeCon. The first is the Stephen Avery experience. We're going to provide about a 3-hour experience for all these people, the background of the Stephen Avery case from investigation right through prosecution, all the behind-the-scenes stories, all the background of the case, and we hope to give these people a real treat, something that they don't usually get to see when they come to something like this.
And you're joined by one of the investigators as well from the case.
Tom Fossbender, the lead investigator, will be joining me in the presentation. Tom did a fantastic job during that investigation. You know, it's one of the most looked at criminal investigations in history, and the fact that almost 1,200 people, I think, in CrimeCon who are going to be here and are going to get to ask questions about that all weekend is really exciting.
Yeah, you were known as the villain in the documentary series. You've now moved on to a book. You have your book, and it's a counterpoint to the documentary. Is that correct?
I do. I decided to write the book last year. You know, Making a Murderer was deceptively edited. It was a terrific docudrama, but it wasn't a documentary at all. It was really an advocacy piece made by and for the defense, and there needed to be another side to that. There needed to be a rebuttal to it. And so I wrote the book hoping that the narrative would get out there, that the truth would get out there. You know, it's funny, until 2015, ours was the only story. We had convinced 2 different juries about what had happened, and there really wasn't any question about what had happened. But after Making a Murderer, after they presented their side of things, it was important to really set the record straight, and I tried to do that with my book.
Yeah, and he's on a book tour, essentially. You're speaking today. If you want to come in, and you still have tickets available. Ken, thanks for joining me. I really appreciate your time.
Thanks, Joe.
He'll be here in about 2 hours, actually. You'll be doing that whole look at the case coming up here in a little bit. Ladies, back to you.
Yeah, I'm over here flabbergasted that is Ken Kratz talking to you right now. I mean, he was a really controversial, depicted very controversial.
This is serious. This is real Ken Kratz.
Yeah, I mean, this guy created. He is the one really who created this huge debate sparked across the country and around the world because people thought, hey, I don't know if you really proved this guy should be going to jail. Okay, all right, Joe.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That's the big question, right?
All right, 7:44.